mine in Asda.
All right.
It's a square thing for your laptop and phones and everything. You can do everything, but you don't need to
I
hold
did
it.
have one somewhere. I don't know where the fuck it is.
We're on. Introduce yourselves, young
Hi.
ladies.
Hi,
I'm Gainer's very best friend.
Gaynor,
friend.
my mum, who is, how old are you, mum?
61,
And what's your date of birth?
23rd of June 1963.
Well, how old are you, Rose?
61,
Date of birth?
June 16th, 1963.
And how did you...
Oh, 63, I'm 63, I said 61.
No, 63 you
63,
are.
right,
You know,
Also,
I'm a week older than you.
how did you meet then?
We met through going to infant school.
What school was that?
Blake Hall.
Blake Hall,
Where's that now then?
Blake Hall
Is
Road.
it still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a school no more.
What is it?
Isn't it?
No.
It's by Durham Road. You got the two schools, the
Okay.
the arches.
So how old was that, primary school? Or play school or what?
No, it was,
No, it's a-
yeah, you have
You start a school then at 5.
Mm.
You go there first,
No,
and then you go to the
juniors.
juniors.
then
Mm.
Bishops,
Then we went to Bishops.
then
Then we
Blake
went
High.
to Blake High.
Where did you grow up then, Rose?
Blacon,
Where about?
Sorga Road,
When you lived with your two sisters?
with the whole family.
So how many of you was there?
11,
11?
13 with mum and dad.
Fucking hell, how big was the house?
3 bedroom.
Fucking hell.
Mm.
So how many are there? What are their names and
7,
ages?
right.
Oh, I mean like, not ages, but in order.
Yeah.
If it was...
It's Margaret, Kathleen, Michael, Sheila, Paul, Sally, Alec, Barbara, Susan, Alan, and me.
You're the youngest.
I'm the youngest of
Well, I
11.
bet you had some good memories of all that big house.
It was fucking evil, and it was an evil house.
Was it? Why?
Yes, because we were battered.
By your parents?
We were battered kids, yeah.
What did your mum and dad do for work?
My dad was a joiner, worked at Cape Nurse,
Yeah.
and my mum was a house, fucking mother was a housewife.
Did you not,
The mother.
did your mum and dad not alive anymore?
No, both dead.
And when did they die?
Dad died, I was 22 when he died, so what's 22 off 60?
So did you not have a good relationship with your mum and dad?
My dad, it's okay, my mum, no. She was a wicked witch of the
So it was
West.
your mum who beat you then?
Yeah,
Not your dad?
yeah,
You still in touch with all your brothers and sisters?
yeah, close family.
Are any of them passed away?
No, yes, quite a few actually. Yeah, I feel quite nervous.
Just pretend the camera's not there. This is just a little life story.
Brother
I'm just
Michael.
interested.
He died when he was 39.
Yeah.
He was driving a mechanical digger and it topped over and fell on him.
Mm.
And then the next one to die was my brother Alec. He had testicle cancer. He was 35. The next one was Carl Allen. He was 46. He died of a heart attack. Well, it was a blood clot to the heart. It was a heart attack then, isn't it?
That's that.
Well,
Yeah.
pulmonary, yeah.
Then it was touch my foot again. Dare.
Anyway, so yeah, but you're in touch with the ones that are still around,
I'm
yeah?
trying to talk here.
Oh, for me
I've
fucking
got
nerves
where I'm
before.
up to, Alan.
Yeah. But are they all where they all live local still, or the ones that are still around?
Your two sisters who live together, Barb and Sue, they're local. They live in Stamford Road,
Yeah.
2 doors away from where I live. And I live with my son, his wife, and then the other son, Sam, who's in Belfast University.
Yeah.
He comes home and he has the other bedroom. I sleep on the, what do you call it?
The recliner.
Reclining chair, that's my bed.
Oh, you sleep on a recliner?
I've
The
got-
doctors tell you to do that.
No.
Sometimes it's good for you.
Because
isn't
I've
it?
got, it's only 2 bedrooms.
Oh, so now you're on a recliner now?
Yeah,
Okay, now.
I know. I'm a mother. Mothers
Oh,
do
sure
things
we
like
know.
that. One, please. Who was I up to then? Alan.
Yeah.
Then it was Kath.
So anyway, what's your two's earliest memories of each other? Do you remember anything when you were in school? Was your friend in school?
We knew each other in school.
You weren't really close.
No,
There's a laugh.
we had a laugh, but we weren't close until we left school, really, wasn't it? Well, till we got married. Because we parted then, didn't we?
We worked at Relays.
We worked with relays. You got married to Eddie. I got
Don't
married.
say that word.
Yeah, well,
I got
that's
ma-
all
I got
part of the
married.
past. We can't leave it out.
I got married to Andy, so we kind of like
So what?
parted.
Yeah, you moved the portrait.
But then I moved
So
back
this-
to Blacon.
So this school you went to then, is that like you stay in that till you finish?
No.
That's not what you. That's not your high school as well then.
No.
You were in high school together.
Blacon High, yeah.
Yeah, and that was
Yeah.
the same one I went to though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
okay.
the same.
I went round it before they knocked it down. I've got videos of all inside
yeah?
it. Yeah, I'll show you that.
Do you know what? I can't remember the old school
Yeah,
now.
you'll remember it when I show you the
The
videos.
science classroom, I think.
Oh, well, you would.
So then you lost touch after that then, yeah?
Yeah.
For how long?
Ooh,
Did you?
a few years, wasn't it?
Yeah. And when did you
Yeah.
meet each other again after that in your 20s?
Rose
In
got
the
a
20s, yeah.
Rose got a flat at Plaza Dynasty.
I first met Gaynor at the parade.
I remember you telling me once about your ex-husband, you hated him. And I
Yeah,
remember you saying you used to punch him in his sleep.
yeah, I did, yeah, I did. Used to punch him, I fucking hated him.
Yeah, so then we met up at the parade years later.
Yeah, and like,
I'm
my
gonna make this, you two just carry on, like go from as far back as you can remember and just piece together.
So go on then,
Right.
at the parade.
I met, well, we bumped into each other at the parade. You coming out of the Happy Shopper, and I heard your voice, and I turned round, and I said, "Hi, Gaynor," and you said to me, "Oh, hiya, Rosemary," and I said, "Rosemary?" I said, "That's not my fucking name," and you said, "It is." I said, "No, it's not." And you said, "What is it then?" I said, "Rosemary." Rosie, that's near enough. Rosemary.
Fucking close enough, it's been a long time.
And since then, I don't think we've seen each other for a few weeks. And then I got the flat in Plaza Diners.
Yeah, and we were pregnant together.
And we were pregnant together.
With,
and that
what, with
really
Wesley?
stopped.
No, Tiffany.
No, Tiffany. And I was with Sean. And that's really started. That we bonded then, didn't we?
So Sean, your ex-husband's not John's?
Sean's
Oh,
on-
no.
Sean was a love child, never.
Yes.
Oh.
One night stand, Sean was.
Was it?
Mm.
Okay, now, do you not know,
I,
does she know that dad though? Does
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
speak
she
to him?
knows. She knows who her dad
Did
is.
you speak
Simi.
to him? She ever spoke to him, had contact
Oh
with him?
yeah.
Yeah.
She knew since she was a little kid who her dad was.
Has he been good with her or?
Well,
Hmm.
what fathers are like, aren't they? Some are good, some.
Yeah, I like how you pointed at me then. Good. I'll keep that on camera for the record. So then what, did you know much about Eddie?
Yeah, I knew a lot about Eddie.
Did you go to school with him? Was he in your
No,
school?
no.
Did you not, was you keen on him?
I wasn't keen on it
From the beginning?
from the beginning.
Mm. So you met each other outside the Happy Shopper and then
Yeah.
you kept in touch then?
Yeah.
It's different back then, wasn't it? Because there wasn't social media and that.
Yeah.
You don't get someone's number, you might never see him again.
Well, you didn't in those days.
Yeah, and you have to go round and actually have
The only
conversations
contact
and
you
that.
had really was letters, and then if you ring somebody else in the phone
I
box.
remember like you and you'd have an argument with Eddie or Tim or whatever and they'd write letters.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you did those days. We had nothing else, did we?
Yeah. But I
At
think
all.
in some ways it's
All these new gadgets, I haven't got a fucking clue how to do it. I
Mm.
can't even use your phone properly.
So then, so what, you was living in Plaza Dynasty at the time?
I was, yeah.
You was?
On the first floor, number 12.
Mm,
And
right,
that's
okay.
how I met Emma, because she
Emma,
lived
yeah.
there. Didn't she?
And you met Emma through, you met Emma because you knew her mum, Christy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you met Chris from living in Cairns. When did you move to Cairns then, mum?
Fucking hell, I moved to Cairns when Stephen was.
You was in the flats as well, wasn't you?
Yeah.
I was in the flats.
Plaza Dynasty as well?
Plaza Dynasty.
So you was all in there then?
Yeah,
I
well,
lived
So
in
when
13.
you first met each other again at the Happy Shop, was you both living in the Plaza Dynasty and didn't even know it?
I just got the flat in Plaza Diners.
Oh, so it turned out you was in there together. So you was in each other's... Was
We
you,
weren't
No.
there together.
Yeah.
You were in Plaza Dynasty and I was in Cairns.
oh,
She was the,
so you was already, you'd already moved to
Moved.
Cairns.
Yeah.
I moved to
You moved
Cairns.
out of
Yeah.
Plaza Dynasty.
yeah.
Oh, so you didn't keep...
So
touch for a
that's
long
how
time
I got back with her early, is through Emma. You come
Yeah.
into Emma flat,
Yeah.
and as I opened my door, I seen you with Claire. Big Claire.
Oh,
used to
yeah.
be Big Claire, but she's slimmed down now, from far.
Yeah.
She
I
came
think so,
with
yeah.
you,
then.
and that's how. And you said, "Oh, I didn't know you lived here."
Mhm.
And I said, "I just got the flat,"
Yeah.
and that's it. Then that became bonded, really.
Yeah.
And did you ever go round to Cairns and not visiting her?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used to babysit for you when
Did you?
your mum went out. And Ian used to prance around
Naked all the time. I remember now, yeah. I remember you coming
especially
round.
when he had a bath, he used to come
Yeah,
running in
yeah,
to
yeah.
me and dance naked in front of me.
I know he did.
Remember?
Yeah. He's little Willie like that.
It was tiny.
What did you know much about Tim?
Yeah.
Did you know him well? Like, how did you
I
know?
didn't know him well.
Did you only know him through my mum?
Yeah.
All right.
I knew Yvonne as well because she was at school, Blake and I.
She was on in your year.
No.
Older,
She's
yeah.
Older, wasn't she?
2 years older.
Yes, she was in our Susan's year.
Yeah.
Yvonne was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What did you think about Tim?
Didn't like him.
Didn't like him either.
No.
Because he robbed your couch.
Yeah. I felt he seemed all right until what he did. I thought, you bastard.
I remember. Was it on Fisher Road or something?
Yeah.
Like that? Yeah, I remember it.
Mm.
I remember him doing it.
Is he still alive?
Dunno.
But you bastard.
Dunno.
And you even paid him to move me as well. No need to do what he did.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
No, I didn't know that.
So then you had Sean,
I had Sean
and then when did you have Ben?
when we got a house in Fisher Road. And that's how I met John. He moved in, it was 4 flats.
Oh, you met him there.
And I met him
Yeah,
there.
mad, isn't it? How like one
It is.
thing can change the path of
Yeah,
your life, innit?
actually.
Like if you never moved there,
Yeah.
your whole life could have been
Rose told me
different.
she fancied John,
I did.
right?
Mm.
And you were doing. I said, do something about that. And you said no, so
No.
I went over to John.
When did he have the stroke? Had he already had the stroke?
Yeah,
or did he have that with
He
you?
was 46 when he had the stroke.
So how old was he when you met him?
49.
Fucking hell, was he?
But you
And
loved
he had a
Sid,
kid at
didn't
that.
Pardon?
you? You loved Sid, didn't you?
I love the
You knew Sid anyway before
Yeah.
everything. How did you know Sid then?
Paula. His first
How did you
wife.
know Paula?
She lived round the corner from me.
She went to school as well.
I used to go
Yeah.
round to
What
Paula.
school did she go?
Blake and
Same.
I.
Yeah, how old? She?
Same
Your
age.
year?
Same age as me.
Your year in school then?
She's up my birthday.
So you knew her well, you were in school with her?
Yeah.
Both of you?
I lived round the corner from her.
I never knew that.
Used to go round with her at night time.
Oh, so that's how you knew Sid.
Out.
So that's how you met Sid, Mum?
Yeah.
How did you meet Sid then?
Going through town one time, she was with him and she said, this is Sid. He couldn't speak hardly. His Irish was proper
Yeah, probably
thick
bad,
then,
wasn't
wasn't
it? I couldn't understand a word he used to say.
How long had he been over here for at the time? He came over when he was young, didn't he?
A couple of years, I think.
Yeah.
What was he
Yeah.
doing for work?
They
I remember him doing the
got-
They were
Provident.
in the flat, weren't they?
He was in the army.
I remember him coming round with that
out.
weird suitcase thing every couple of months for the
Oh,
Provident thing.
He was
Provident loan, right?
their football cooping man, wasn't he?
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, so where are we up to now? You had Sean, and at that time you would have been living in Cairns then, Mum?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
in the cows.
And you had how many kids at this point?
5.
5, yeah. Wesley died,
Yeah.
so Tiffany was a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember you getting the,
Well, she was 3 when I moved into Fisher Road because she's a month older than Sean.
Yeah.
So Sean was
But
3.
they were Earl and Sean were babbies when I come
Yeah.
to the flat.
That's
I remember
right.
Joan ignored
Oh.
because she didn't have a babby, so she
That's
ignored.
right.
She wouldn't speak to
And I had a row with Joan, didn't I?
Yeah,
what are you
she wouldn't
thinking?
So
acknowledge the
there
babbies.
was no need to do what she did
Yeah,
because you can't have kids. You know, other people can.
Yeah.
You shouldn't feel so. You shouldn't feel bad.
no. But she did love Danny, didn't she,
Oh,
Joan?
She was getting
You
called
were her
second one.
favourite.
Yeah. I'm everyone's favourite.
Yeah, she didn't. Somebody said she
Oh,
tried
she
to
was
get Danny
taken
to
to
call us
town
a
and
mum.
Fucking
everything.
left me in town.
Left her in town.
Did she?
Left me in town, forgot me on the bus. She got on the bus and I was in the market.
She was a single.
I remember once she had a fucking, don't know what it was, like an old person's chair. You know what they
Oh,
call
yeah, yeah.
what they call now. there's a word for it. You know, I mean, to sit, a toilet thing,
Yes, a commode.
a commode, and I sat in it and got stuck in it. And my legs stuck in the air, and I remember her flapping, crying down the phone, "Get in here, you can't get him out, he's stuck." And I remember when she had a sore throat and she was paranoid about choking on anything, so she was eating bread and she was like, thinking she was choking, crying, and Nigel was like, fucking doing it.
I remember Jo. She always fucking crying, wasn't she?
Yeah.
About any little thing.
Yeah.
Because she lived on the top 5. She lived on the 5th floor. And I used to hear Joan and what's her husband's name?
Nigel.
Nigel argue. I used to go on the
balcony.
and you could hear them.
Did they?
And all you did is hear fucking her crying all the fucking time. I went out one day, I said, "You fucking shut up!"
When told you two keep reminiscing.
So what else do you remember then, Rose? So we moved to
Yeah, moved to Fisher Road. Then we met. I didn't know you went over to John's.
I told you to went over
Did
to
you?
John's.
Did you?
Yeah. Because I was at your flat and you were going on about him. And he said, wasn't he seeing Lynn Jarvis?
Yeah.
And he said, I really like him. And I said, well, why don't you go for it then? And he said, oh, I couldn't do that. So I went,
No,
"Do you
it
want
wasn't
me?"
my time.
I can't do that thing.
Oh no, Gail, I can't do that. You do for us.
Yeah, that's what you fucking did say. So I went over and I said, hey John, do you fancy Rose? And he went, yeah. I said, because she fancies you, why don't you get in there? And he goes, oh well, thanks kid.
Yeah, he used to come over 9 o'clock every night
For some
with his
shenanigans.
excuse to watch the Sky. He used to watch films and used to go about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Were you having shenanigans?
No, nothing.
Who was this, John?
Me and John, yeah, we talked about everything. It was great.
Hmm.
And then you rang me up. He was about to go. You rang me up and you said to me, have you said anything to him yet? I went, no, not yet. And John said, what are you on about? What are you on about? I said, fuck no. So I put the phone down, because it was the hand phone, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't one of these mobile things.
Mhm.
So I said, do you want to go out with me? I was fucking 30, what, 35? Do you want to go out
What
with
did-
me? He said, yes.
Or did you go on a date or anything?
Yeah, went on a date.
Where'd you go?
Fat Yard Bottles, we went.
I remember that. What
It
happened
was
to that place?
it closed down, didn't
Yeah,
it?
I remember that. Yeah, I remember it. Yeah, on the corner.
Across Sean's dinner. Yeah, on the corner. Across Sean's dinner, I had chili con carne with baked potato, and Sean wanted to go to the toilet, so I took. And it was a big queue. I come back down. Sean's dinner was still there. He was still eating his, and I was looking. I thought, "Where's my dinner?"
You took it away,
He took it away.
thinking that you finished with
Yeah.
it.
He said, "You were a long time. I didn't think you'd be coming back."
I just fucking took me back with you.
I said, "Fucking hell!"
Fucking.
I said, "Yes." I said, "You still got your dinner."
Yeah.
So there, yeah, it went on from there really.
Then we
Yeah.
moved to Ballarat together.
Oh yeah, went to Ballarat.
We had some fun there.
What would
Oh,
the best?
God.
What would you say is the best? Because you rose first. The best like era of your life. Like if you could go back to a point, would it be when you was like with John and Sean and Ben in that house in Ballarat, or would it be
Yeah,
Before
I think
that? round about that time?
So. Yeah.
Same for me, because when I come from Cairns, Eddie wasn't on my rent at Cairns. Do you remember
No,
when I was saying
no.
to you when I get to the new house?
He's got to be on it.
No, he wanted to be on it, and I said he's not going on
Oh
it
right.
because I'm getting rid of him.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember?
I remember now. Yeah.
And
So
so
fucking hell.
Sid, I wasn't with Sid then,
No.
but Sid and Eddie came down to the campsite because he said, "Well, I'm coming down," and I because them two are working together, and I said, "Well, you're not safe fuck all because you're not going on it. I'll put you on it in a couple of months' time." And I went down there and talking to the woman, and she turned to Sid and she goes, "Is this your husband?" And Eddie went, "No, I'm her husband." And I said, "Yeah, but we're separated. I need the house on my own,"
Okay, no.
and that was it.
So
What?
why was he down there for then?
But because in Cairns,
You wanted to go on the rent book.
yeah, but he wasn't going on it.
So what about when you moved to Cairns, Emma? You came from the flats
Yeah.
with Eddie still. You moved into Cairns with Eddie.
Yeah,
And do you remember moving in there? What was it like when you first moved in?
first day was terrible
Why?
because Eddie, like I said to you, was a violent fucker, wasn't he? And I just moved in, and Stan and that were next door, and it was a nice hot day, and all the windows were open. Then he started fucking slag, and I was like, oh my god, how embarrassing. You know, first day moving
Yeah.
in there,
And who did you have with? Just Stephen?
Stephen and Ian.
Used to throw bottles of pop at her head.
Yeah, so
Didn't they?
so then, obviously then, because he was being a cunt with me, I set up to have an affair with Tim.
How did that start then, or how did you know Tim anyway?
Yeah.
How did you know Tim? Just through
I helped her.
Did you? How? Go on.
Well,
Just
no.
spill the beans.
What it
In.
was, Mum died.
It's not like you're on camera or anything.
Mum died, and after Wesley died, Eddie tried to.
You can go no comment if you want, you know. We'll ask for a
Oh,
solicitor.
no comment. She can fucking After Wesley died, Eddie became a cunt because he was jealous. He was always jealous of Wesley anyway.
Yeah.
And then when Wesley died, he tried to. And when I was having a breakdown, he was trying to get off with some woman on the lake. She used to get up in the morning and he'd be gone.
Where was he working at the time?
He wasn't working. He was having fucking.
Was that the first time you've been pregnant with Wesley?
Yeah.
So then, how did the affair come about then?
Because then Mum died.
What did your mum die of?
She died of cancer.
How
and
old was you?
I was 25, something like that.
Yeah.
And Eddie was
It's mad, isn't it, back then? You live so young, don't you? Like, you have
Yeah.
kids and families, marriage. Like, 25-year-olds now, they don't even know they're fucking born, do they?
No,
They're still living around.
Honest to God.
So Mum died and Eddie was being a cunt. And Mum always said to me, because she used to get battered, didn't she, by her
Yeah.
dad? Physically you can't hurt a man, Gaynor, but mentally you can. And I thought, I just had enough of him and his ways. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to fucking pay you back.
So how did it start then?
So I sent Laura to go and get Tim.
Would you
You're
already
on about
flirting
Tim,
and
are
that?
you? Or you on about
Tim.
Sid?
Yeah, Tim.
Tim,
So how
Tim.
did it start, the flight? Was you already
Well,
flirting and that?
I didn't arrange this. I thought you were on about Sid.
No, I was having an affair with Sid.
Yeah, no.
I was Tim, I was having an affair with.
Oh, right.
Right, so I sent Laura to go down and get Tim.
A bit of a slip up there.
No,
Hey,
I didn't have an affair with Sid.
I'm not judging, Mum. I want to know your truth. I don't care about the roses. Hey,
No,
do you want me to cut and start that? Edit that out.
Fucking stop that.
You won't laugh then. Come on, anyway.
so I sent down for Tim on the pretense of something. And I knew
Guilty, Your Honour.
Tim, and I knew Tim fancied him.
Rose is guilty by association.
She's got a short-term memory loss, darling. You said them
I
fucking
have.
loads
I've
of
got
her.
short too.
I will blame it on that bag of drugs you've got on you there. Go on then, Mum.
She thought I was having an
So
affair with every fucker.
how did the first affair happen then?
So the only affair that happened was I sent down for Tim on the pretense of something. I knew Tim fancied us. And Eddie was out and sent Laura home. Then I shook myself then and drank a bottle of wine. And then Tim got talking and we had a kiss by the back door. And then he went and the next day I thought, oh God, you know when you think, what have I done? And I drove past him and he had the dogs. I was like, I drove past him.
What dogs? Where did he live at the time then?
He lived on it. Where he lives now, where Ron lives now.
Yeah, Wyndham, no,
Oh,
Melbourne Road. Melbourne Road.
No, the other side,
Wyndham.
Wyndham Road.
right.
So then,
How did he know Eddie then?
from the Leach.
Because Eddie was on the leach.
Yeah.
So they knew each other anyway.
They
The
knew
same age?
No, Tim's younger. Tim is a
So old
year
boy,
older
eh?
than me. No, older than me, but younger than Eddie.
Oh.
So then Tim came round that day and says, do you remember last night going away? Yeah. I said, oh, I don't know what's doing, Tim. He goes, oh, fuck it, he treats you like shit anyway. So me and Tim started, we weren't sleeping together. It took 3 months for that. In fact, it was April Fool's Day, and I got pregnant with Danny. So Tim was a laugh, wasn't he, before he
Yeah.
had drugs? He was funny before he started taking the drugs. So then I got pregnant with you, and I always used to say to Eddie, I wasn't in love with him, didn't I? But he took no fucking notice anyway. And so then I got pregnant with you, and Wendy said to me, what are you going to do? And I said, what do you mean, what are you going to do? And she said, you're going to have to get rid of him, not get me.
What she said?
Because she thought Eddie would batter me for getting pregnant with Tim's child. It's a
So
worst thing,
this
isn't
was
it?
going on for how long? And was you seeing Tim till you got caught pregnant?
So I was 25 when I was seeing Tim, and wasn't that long?
No, I was going to say, wasn't that long?
Wasn't that long?
So quite quick you got caught pregnant then?
Well, 3 months
Yeah,
after.
about
Oh,
4
fucking
months.
hell.
So
So then what happened? What happened when you found out you'd done the test and how far gone was you?
wasn't far.
Who
then
did you
I
tell first?
told Eddie that I worked, trying to work the dates out, and he's thick as fuck anyway. And then he told Tim, and Tim looked at me and said, "That's mine."
Tim worked it out.
Yeah, and he said, "That's mine." And then,
Was you aware of this at the time now, Rose? Did you know
Yes,
what
you
was
knew.
going on?
And you,
Who else knew? Anyone else?
everybody fucking knew.
Ron and Blake.
Everybody fucking knew. That's what I mean, the fucking the
Did you
Dublin- the
Did you
Dublin-
go on dates or anything? Take you anywhere?
Yeah,
Where?
Eddie was babysitting.
Okay, well.
So, no, so then, brought you home. No, went into labour with you. Tim came to hospital when you were born. He left a fucking rose and underneath put I love you on it. And then next minute, fucking Eddie rocks up. And I was like, and he goes, who got you that rose? I went, Heather. And she put, I love you on it. I said, yeah, she does love me. So then,
Who's Heather?
Heather, my friend, next to him. He
Who?
was in Blaken at the time.
Do you not speak to her now? Never
Yeah,
heard of her.
speak to her.
So then what happened? So then what? You carried it on obviously while you were pregnant,
Carried it on.
and then
on and off, on and
how
off.
how long after I was? What happened when I was born then?
So then so Eddie looked at the crib, seen you, and I just think he knew that you were in his. And then he gave me a bit of hygiene upstairs. The doctor came as he was doing that and took me and you back into hospital and was giving me fucking refuge places. So I'm not going to a refuge place because I was hemorrhaging then.
Yeah.
So he took me and you back into the infirmary. We went to the infirmary, then came back out, didn't say nothing. And then Tim goes, are you going to bring it up about Danny? I said, I will when the time's right, because I don't want to get fucking murdered, do you know what I mean? So I need to do the timing right. And he goes, you won't fucking touch her, because I'm fucking touching. So anyway, then he kept saying to me to leave him. I said, where am I going to go with all these kids, do you know what I mean? So then I said to Eddie, I don't know if you blah, blah, blah. And then I did say to him once, to be honest with you, I'm having an affair. And he went, oh, fuck off, who'd have you kind of thing. So I thought, right, well, fuck it then. So anyway, then Tim came round. No, Emma came round. And she said, Tim's in our
How old was
house.
Emma at the time? A young girl, then, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
only.
You were only 2.
She would have been a teenager,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she came round and she said, Gaynor, Tim's it.
Why was Tim at their house?
Well, because he knew I used to go there, so he knew Chris as well.
Oh, was you at Emma's?
No.
No, I was in my house.
And Emma came to.
Yeah, but why didn't you come to yours first?
Because he wanted me to say.
Oh, he wanted you to go round there.
So I had to go round to there, and Tim goes, you're telling him tonight? And I went, no, Tim. And he went, tell him now, otherwise I'm going to fucking go over and tell him. I was like,
And how old
oh,
was I now?
you 2.
Okay.
So I went over to the house at the front room door, and I said, Eddie, you know when you thought I was having an affair, I was having an affair, and
Still am.
I was so, next minute he goes over to the house. Tim and Eddie were having a fight, had to break it up because Tim was battering him. So then they come back over
Where was he having a fight?
Chris's house. And for some reason you turn up. Oh, Emma must have got you and said, because Danny's crying, so you turn up. And then Eddie went to pick you up, and then Tim went, leave my son alone. I was like, oh. And then he goes, he's my son. He goes, he's my fucking son. And then I was like, oh my God. I was having fun. I thought, I'm going to have a hard attack at this
How old
rate.
was Stephen and Ian then? So it would have been I'm 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8.
8, yeah. 8 and 5, yeah.
Did they remember anything, or do you reckon they seen anything?
No.
Where were
I
they?
don't know, do you? 'Cause it's an effort secret, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So then what? From there then? Did
So
you
then-
break up though?
No, so then Tim and Eddie came over to my house with Cairns. And then Tim goes, to be fair, Eddie, you treated like a cunt, like what do you expect? And Eddie goes, how long's it been going on for? I've got to going on for a while. I've been pregnant for fucking 9 months, and we've gone on for a while. So I said to Eddie, you've got to move out, and Eddie goes, I ain't going anywhere. So I didn't want Tim moving in either.
No.
I wanted them both to go. So then Eddie was just wouldn't fucking go.
When did Yvonne find out?
Oh,
I felt dead tight on Yvonne, to be
I
honest.
know
I
you
did.
did.
Fucking did. But I said to Yvonne, I'll fight you. Do you know what I mean? I'll let you hit me once, but make sure
Thank
you
you.
put me down because
Yeah.
do you remember?
Yeah.
I offered it out. I thought I deserved a slap. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would have took that, but don't be going around slagging me off. Like I said, that's what I said to her. Don't be going slagging me off. Tim's your husband, he's not
Well,
mine.
that's what I said to Angie. No, Tim is girlfriend. And well, they split up, didn't they? That's why I told Rachel
Yeah.
that she's got a sister, Sean. And Angie rang me up. And I said, look, it was a one night stand. It should never have happened. I've known Simmy fucking 15 years. I said, I was depressed. I was on my own for the first time. I said, I'm sorry. I said, but I'm not sorry I had Charm. I said, but if you want to hit me, I said, you can hit me once. I said, well, make sure I'm down. Because if I ever get up, I said, I'll fucking twat you. And she
Right.
did.
So that was that with Tim. And
I thought of
what,
out.
yeah. See, she's a shenanigans.
So then what? They moved out.
So Eddie eventually moved out. Tim moved in and he was a fucking nightmare. And
Why?
because he was shed robbing,
Mm.
I went with him as well.
Yeah,
You went with him,
I
yeah.
went with him.
robbing sheds.
Yeah,
I
you
wasn't
didn't
robbing
think
sheds.
you didn't want
I
to
hid in the
think.
I was in the fucking van, me shitting myself. I
Robbing
didn't know we were robbing sheds. I thought we were going out. Just sit in the van a minute
Fucking
game.
hell.
This was up in the port. I won't be long.
What did he come back with?
Fucking lawnmowers and everything. I was like, oh my god, he's got to go. Then I'd get up in the morning sometimes and my fucking cupboard would be fucking full of stolen stuff. And I thought, no, he's got to go. And because then Tim was on Wiz, he was just all over the place. And Tim liked the women, so we were never
Yeah.
going to be fucking favourites
No.
here.
But when
So
you
then-
found out with Chantal,
I was
Oh,
pregnant, I didn't
God.
tell him.
So what? So Chantal's 3 years younger than me.
yeah,
So you must have been going on for a good 5 years.
On and
Yeah.
off.
on and off, yeah.
He wouldn't
But
let
was
me
you
finish
back
it.
with Eddie when Chantal happened? So it happened twice.
No.
No.
You wasn't back. So you broke up with Eddie for years then.
No?
Well, you must have been.
Oh, hang on a minute.
You left him when I was
so and
2.
you,
Hang on a minute. A year later. So you was with, yeah, that's it. If you didn't leave Eddie till I was 2, this all kicked off at Christine's when I was 2. You only had Chantal a year later. That's
Oh,
3
yeah.
years.
Yeah.
so then I found out I was pregnant with Chantal and I thought, I'm not telling you because you won't fucking move out my
Yeah.
house. So then I said to Chris Barber, I'm going, I'm taking the kids. And I phoned up this
What was
place.
Tim like with the other kids? Like staying in and that?
Good, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, they I think Eddie's put a memory in their head because Tim wasn't bad with them. We used to
No.
bring them sweets and
Yeah.
shit, didn't he? And,
Yeah.
and take him off in the van.
Yeah, he was all right to you. Don't know if he did that to his other kids, but he did. Take you out and that.
So he was all right, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like that. And everybody thought he was hard, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he was a good-looking fella, wasn't he, back in
But
the day?
he was younger, yeah.
So then I put him to move out of Chester because I thought I can't cope. And then Heather said to me, don't fucking leave your house, Gaynor. So then I left Tim a note on the table. I used to say to Chris, right, put a note through the door, crack on you another fella. And then Tim can think I'm cheating on him and then he'll piss off.
Did Tim ever violent or anything like that with you?
Oh, he did a couple times. Well, I think.
He did.
Don't slap me or nothing, push me about a
Mm.
bit, didn't he? But I fucking give it him back. I went to his house and smacked him right across his fucking face like that. Didn't you fucking... That was it, he come into my house. Oh, that was it. He come into my house because of cursed with me, something like that. And he went, and he had his fucking dogs with him.
Yeah.
What dogs did you have?
Greyhounds.
Greyhounds.
Oh, I
And
remember.
I said, I'm not, he said, you better fucking meet me. I said, I'm not fucking meeting
That's
you. No,
right.
we went it on. And then he's like, I'll fucking punch your house. And
That
Eddie,
is-
and Eddie was sat on the...
Who was?
Tim thought he used to be in golf with Waves, didn't he?
Just like him.
Yeah.
Reminds me of him.
And Eddie was sat on the chair, the telly was there. And Jew was a baby, wasn't it? So I had Jew. And next minute, Tim comes flying through the fucking front room, grips me by the throat, pushes
Yeah.
me back. The telly nearly come off the stand, pushes me like
And you
that.
know what? Eddie didn't do a fucking thing.
Well, what
did
was he thinking at the time? Like, what did you say
Eddie
you
goes,
did that for?
what's she done
What's
now,
he done
Tim?
to you? Now.
And Tim goes, fucking leave it, Eddie. And he goes,
Yeah.
don't let this end up. Don't let her
But
end
then,
up.
oh, friendship.
What the fuck? Yeah, but what did he... What? He must have known,
He
like...
knew.
He knew. He just didn't want to accept it.
Fuck you know.
You know.
That's why he didn't do anything.
So then I finally fucked Tim.
Why did Tim do that though? Because you wasn't leaving and telling him...
No, because I wanted to finish with Tim, but he wouldn't let you. He'd
No.
fucking,
What
Stalker.
did Eddie have greyhounds?
yeah.
Yeah.
They both had different greyhounds.
Yeah.
Then,
Used to walk on.
yeah. And me and Wendy, I went down to Wendy and said, Wendy, whatever you do, don't let fucking Tim in the house. Tim's on the fucking bounce, don't let him in the house. She won't get him next minute. Bang, bang, bang on the door. Wendy, at the door, Tim comes flying through.
Oh my
So I
God.
said to Wendy, what do you have the fucking door for? She had to get it. She was going to kick the door down. So Tim goes, don't you fucking tell me. I said, I'm fucking telling you, Tim, I'm not fucking seeing you no more. I'm ending it.
Yeah.
You don't fucking finish with me. And then took my car and booted out.
You know how to pick them.
Should not pick 'em.
So I used to go and speak to Sid about it, didn't I? Because
Yeah.
Sid knew that he said, and Sid said to me, why are you seeing this clown going there? And I said, because Sid tried it on for 20 years, didn't he? But he was just my friend. And so Sid goes, why the fuck are you with these clowns? And I said, I don't know. Just two cats of me, don't I? And so Sid goes, Tim won't touch it while I'm with you. So
Yeah.
we were sitting in the car, me and Sid having a fight. And Tim goes past with the dogs and I'm like that. I look at Tim like that, he looks at me. And the fucking colour in his face, I said to Sid, I've got to get your car, I've got to get your car. Sid goes, no, just sit there, he won't touch you. So I said, I've got to get your fucking car because you don't know Tim. He said, I don't care.
Did you not know Tim at the time?
No.
Not really, no.
Did Tim say anything?
No, didn't say
No.
anything to him.
So then what? So eventually you end up getting back with Eddie then because you had Tiffany.
So then Eddie came, Tim came, one at the front door, one at the back door, all the fucking time. And Eddie let me have me back, the kids want me back, and the kids were, we want me dad back, we hate you, we want me dad back. And so I'm like, oh,
He
God.
blackmailed you, didn't he? To get
They were only kids,
back.
weren't they? Says,
Not the kids, him. Held about.
Eddie.
Yeah, he blackmailed you.
So you got back together then, yeah? And then I had Tiffany.
So-
and I remember you getting a, what do you call it? Your tubes tied.
That was a food to that
Yeah, I remember you coming back. Was you there, Rose? The house? Yeah, I remember you coming round or something.
No,
I remember you sat
because-
on the couch. There was a couch
With Tiffany, I think you were
against
in
the
there.
door there in the living room. So here, the door's there. I remember you sat down showing me the scarf.
Oh,
Yeah.
must have been then.
Yeah,
It's come-
Tiffany.
Yeah.
So then, I had Eddie back. I thought he changed for a bit, took the kids out.
I think my memories start around about then. After,
Yeah.
like I don't remember nothing before
Started
that.
taking the kids out for a bit, but then he went back to being
His own ways.
his own ways. And I thought, oh, do you know what? And Wendy goes, I fucking told you not to take him back, he'd never change. Then he fucking chucked a bottle at my fucking head, and I went, I was
No wonder
like
you
fucking seeing
didn't
stars.
die.
I know, the doctor said that. So then I went to the doctor and said, look, I've got fucking blurry vision, I can't see properly. And he said to me, I'm telling you now, I'm getting there, if you don't get rid of that man, he's going to kill you.
Mm.
So I thought, fuck it then. So when this house come up, Sid goes, listen, you'd be alright, didn't he? If you don't fuck him off, he's going to fucking kill you, and you got these kids. I
So
don't
how
want-
did, so you end up,
So Sid,
how did Sid and Eddie become workmates though?
because Peter was, the job was for Peter, right? So me and you got the cleaning round up, didn't we?
Yeah.
The,
But houses.
You go knocking
Canvassing.
around and
Yeah.
asking. You got
Yeah,
like
we
leaflets
were
and that.
up- yeah, we were everywhere, didn't we? Walked everywhere.
I
So
vaguely remember that starting
Yeah.
and
In
then
the
them two had that
fucking
for years,
rain,
didn't they?
snow.
so we built up that business,
Yeah.
didn't
Did they
we?
do well, that business?
Yeah,
They make good money, did they?
yeah.
I remember it being dead cheap back in the day. Obviously, it wouldn't have been cheap now, but I mean,
No,
it's like
no.
$350 a house or something.
It was about £10.
So it was
Yeah.
to get Peter off the bins, because when they said he had 97% chance of survival, we said, right, the bins are no good for Peter, do a winter cleaning round.
Yeah.
So I said to Eddie, would you do a winter cleaning round? You could do it together. And he said, yes. That's when me and you
Yeah.
started canvassing. Then obviously Peter couldn't go on it.
You get like Peter, didn't you?
Yeah, I did like
Yeah.
Peter.
Nice Peter.
Remember going round to his flat a few times.
Let me go
Yeah.
getting you. Fucking crikey you are.
Who's his
Peter.
girlfriend, Peter?
Julie.
Julie, that's it. Did he have kids with her?
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Who's his
Yeah,
kids
daughter,
again?
didn't he?
Amanda.
Yeah.
Amanda.
Amanda Parker. She's lovely. She's on my Facebook. She was.
Way, you got the way Peter spoke. You do it to a T.
He did go like that, didn't he?
What about your mum and dad then, mum? Did they like Eddie? Did
No.
they meet Tim?
They met Tim, but unless they're with the daughters, they're not connected. They met Sid, they like Sid, Mum likes Sid,
Hmm.
but we weren't together, we were friends, like I said. But Eddie knows, she used to say to me, something's not right with him. So what do you mean? His eyes are too close together.
That's right.
About who?
Eddie.
His eyes are too close together.
Yeah, his eyes are too close together. And so this is what I say now about, you know, the kids. If you try and stop them from seeing somebody, you push them together because Mum hated Eddie
Yeah.
and
Rebelled.
and then
That's
she
what you
took
do.
me out at 16. I went to live with him, tried to finish with him.
You
Went on
tried to finish
holiday.
him bleeding loads of times.
Went on
What,
holiday with
uh,
Maxine Tushingham and Julie Anson at 17. And he fucking turned up.
When was the last time you had anything to do with Tim?
Fucking hell. What are you talking, Dan?
Well, I remember him coming around to see us and all that, and I remember him, he's just fucking
Oh,
coming
I
around
didn't
to
bother
see-
with him like that. I
to
felt
talk
sorry,
to-
felt the pity of him.
And that woman coming around kicking off, do you remember?
Yeah.
When you were peeling the wallpaper?
Yeah, I think he was. Tim would come round, but I felt the pity of him, but I couldn't do anything. Actually, that was a lie. Oh, it's all right. I did. I was a fucking little cow, wasn't I? I was just.
I just say he enjoyed life.
Tim was
Too
funny.
fucking much sometimes.
Yeah, was it? Tim was funny.
He was funny.
He wasn't.
Yes,
he could
I
act-
give him that. He was
He
funny.
could just make you laugh. And
Yes.
You had such a laugh with him. And he was funny, and he didn't give a shit, did he?
No,
He didn't give a shit. And Eddie was just fucking boring.
but I was just going to say that.
And we
Boring as
were
hell.
just different
Yeah,
personalities.
he just clashed. It would never work
No.
Mm.
between you.
So anyway, I remember it ending with Eddie and it was fucking went on for a while, didn't it?
So then, Wendy said this to me, and I think you said this as well, didn't you, Rose? That, because Sid had wanted to get with me for 20 years, and I said no. He
Yeah.
ended his marriage, didn't he?
Yeah,
As soon as you knew that my marriage was ending.
over, yeah. Has he gone? Has he gone out?
I said,
Oh, there was the toilet there.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh,
I told you the toilet was downstairs.
yeah, but I didn't know he was there.
Anyway, moving forward. Question to think of. What is your biggest regret, Rose?
Marrying my first husband.
You would never have done that, but then you never had kids with him, did you know?
I didn't have kids with him.
Thing is though, when you think like, whatever you've done has led you to where you know, you might not have had the other kids, you might not have met John, you could have got with someone else and that went on for longer and you're not like
Yeah,
giving
but
him. But
Wasted time, innit?
would you do
Yeah.
anything, what things, just day-to-day things would you wish did different back then? Would you have changed anything? Health-wise, like you say, you're on all these tablets now, would you wish you took better care of yourself and that? Not just you as well. It's that generation though, like no one went to the gym back then, did they? No one ate healthy
I went for
food.
long walks.
I did take fucking 5
No,
fucking kids.
I was in good health when I was younger. It all started, to tell the truth,
But did you need replacement?
menopause.
Menopause, yeah.
Menopause, yeah, that's
How old was you when you went
That's
menopause?
when it all started going downhill.
Yeah.
How old was you then?
I started when I was 50
Yeah.
and I finished when I was 52.
Alright, what about you, Mum? What's your biggest regret?
Same, probably same. Get
What?
married to him, but then I had the kids, so it
Yeah,
was
you
a
had the
reason.
kids, so
The
What was
regret was going back to him.
yeah.
What was your hobby when you was a teenager? High school, what was your hobbies?
Fucking hell.
Always.
We didn't have any
Well.
hobbies. Well, we had, from school, we had to go home and do all the housework. We weren't allowed to bring any friends to the house.
I
We
hated
weren't
my
allowed
house.
to have any friends at all. So, really, the time I felt free is when I started to work at 16.
What was your first job?
General Relays.
What's that?
It's
Factory making phones.
it's a
isn't it?
factory.
Was that your first job, Mum?
No.
Where was it?
Sealing Greyhound Estate.
Making like house phones?
No, you know the poles,
Oh,
telephone poles.
yeah,
No, the box at the top.
yeah.
We did all the circuit
Oh
boards
yeah.
for that.
What sort of hours was you working? And full
8
time?
hours,
5 days a week?
5 days a week.
And
Yeah.
what did you spend your money on?
Me? Well, I
Yeah.
had to give out more and more to my mum.
Did you?
So we had £15 left for the week.
Fucking hell. What about you, Mum? What was your first job?
My first job was, well, I worked selling undies when I was young. And the first job working was was Jean's Kitchen
Oh yeah, Jean's Kitchen.
Was Jean's
yeah.
Kitchen a restaurant?
restaurant.
Yeah,
Where's that?
St Anne's
That's
Street,
me.
where Pacino's is.
yeah.
Oh, there. And what did you spend your money on?
Fags and Rose. Going out.
We weren't allowed to go out.
What did you do for fun though on the weekends or when you was
With
allowed
friends.
to?
Yeah,
When you
with
was on?
friends, didn't you?
Well,
I
did you
saw-
go to the cinema? Was there cinemas and all that back
Yeah,
then?
yeah.
the cinema. Oh, I went
Bowling and
singing. I used to be
Oh
singing.
yeah, you used to sing, didn't you, with your sisters?
Yeah.
Where?
Different pubs.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went to Rill. Used to go to Rill Disneyland and sing there nearly every week.
Yeah.
Disneyland in Real.
Yeah.
Disneyland.
Rilland.
Rill. A tavern in Liverpool.
Can you see them? All right.
That's why I pushed them at the back.
Fucking hell.
Well, we did it. But then I got offered to do it on my
Oh
own.
yeah,
And then Eddie took the piss and I did it again.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was
So
16 then.
See, that your life could have been completely different if
I think he
did
passed
you ever
on
go
to
to like
it.
music festivals or anything like that when you were
No,
kids? Was
never.
anything like that? What sort of music was you into?
oh.
Bay City Rollers, mate.
I'm really country and western
Hmm.
music I love.
Ah,
You love that as well, don't you?
yeah.
And then, Magnus and
Bay City
all
Rollers.
the 70s ones.
Was you
we
into
like.
any sports as kids?
Oh yeah, I love my sport.
What like?
I did running, I did rounds, I was in the rounds team, I was in the hockey team, and I was in the netball team. I loved
Was
it.
you?
Yeah.
What about you, Mum?
Rounders, I like rounders. I don't think I was in the netball team, was I?
No. That's it, rounders.
I like
You were
rounders.
too busy out.
When did you pass your driving test? You drive, Rose?
Yeah.
Yeah, when did you pass your driving test?
I passed.
Later in life.
In fact, I got my new driving licence.
I
should say on it.
I lived to Sherwood Road then, so we moved there, Sam was 3.
I got my new driving licence.
5.
What
6.
did you
Take 6 of 8, 61.
61?
Yeah.
55?
Well, yeah.
55 when you passed.
Oh no.
I did that during 55.
Probably 55 now.
What's it say on there? It should say on the back of there.
Let's have a look.
Would you say on my
Driving licence, you should say.
should say, shouldn't it?
1963.
That's when
No,
I
that's
was
your
born.
birthday.
I was driving as a baby. Oh.
No, it doesn't say.
No.
I think I was.
2024.
I was in my 40s. I think I was 46 I was. 46,
she is.
yeah.
Fucking hell, damn.
You're not going to mind.
That's it. That's something possible.
46. So how many years then?
26,
46,
I was
50,
driving
88.
10.
88.
88, does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
88.
I was 46.
2 years before having me.
I was 46.
Did I still have all the kids in the van?
What was your first car, Mum?
A fucking black Escort, which was painted in black hammerite paints.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking shit car. I was desperate to anything was done. I thought it was great.
Well, you would, wouldn't you?
Painted it in
Got your
hammerite.
way big, didn't it?
Painted black hammerite. Yeah. Then I had a van. I think I had a
That fucking
van.
big van you drove. Do you remember that?
I remember that. I remember getting it and going for a drive in the back, and I didn't realise we were going to be out for ages, so I didn't have any shoes on, and it was pitch black in the back, and I just remember standing on an old tea bag.
Oh,
I don't always used to like that.
that's right, yeah.
Get Chantal with the fucking hair wrappers on me. And he's pulling you there. You'd be driving and you'd be sitting behind like that.
What sweets and that did you have back then as kids?
You didn't really, did you?
No.
You had to, your mother gave you tuppence. Oh, I got tuppence.
Did you? Well,
Yeah.
we used to have a 6pence first, which is 2.5 pence.
Mm.
Then we had threepence.
Tuppence. Yeah.
Then when I was 15, I had 50 pence. And we did all the fucking work in that house.
But I remember Dad being ill and I robbed a £5 out of his wallet. And I went to shop, I didn't realise how many sweets I could get. fill a satchel bag, loads of sweets.
Me and Susan,
Remember?
we used to have a bath, me and Susan, together when we were kids.
Yeah.
And on a Sunday morning. And she got out of the bath and she went in my mum and dad's bedroom to get what dried. And then I come and she said, look what I found. And it was a fiver. I said, oh, I must have been, say 11, so she was 13. So I said, oh my God, what are we going to do? What are you going to do? She said, we'll go to the park. It was a Sunday morning. So we got dressed and everything. Did all our work first. We had our dinner, Sunday dinner, 12 o'clock. And then we got the bus down the parade. We had to go to the shop to get change. We went to the park. Oh God, I bought fishing nets. We had ice cream. We went on the boat. Me and our two.
How old was you?
You know, but loads of sweets.
How old was you?
How old was you?
I was about 11.
Oh. Was there money in it?
Yeah,
What'd
she
you say?
pinched it.
Oh, you
Pinched it. Dad to eat.
But I tell you what, you made some money. I don't know about the kids. Don't do it penny for the gang, carol singing.
And you know what? We come back and we had all this money. And I said to Sue, we can't go in with all this money. So we chucked it all on the green, on the parade.
You never.
Chucked it.
Fuck off.
I put mine all by this tree, the first tree actually go on the green, all there. And we went home, we were fucking full, and we had to have our tea. Oh, I felt sick.
Fucking
We never had so much food in us in all our lives.
We'll come in.
And then after that, right, we ran down to the parade, and we got all our money back.
Did you?
Yeah, and we went back to the off licence, and we got loose more sweets.
What we're nearly on an hour now, so we're going to cut this in a minute. So we've got most things. So what is your favourite thing about my mum, Rose?
Oh,
Or your best memories together? Or both?
she is she's got a heart like that.
Oh.
You have, honest, and you have always been there for me. And you if I'm down, you make me.
You're always laughing together, aren't you?
You're not crying, are you, Rose? Are you crying? Don't even get us. Oh, you dickhead.
Oh.
Oh my God.
You know I love you.
And what about you, Mum, about Rose?
Rose, she's just. Oh, I'm not going to cry. Rose has always made me laugh, and when I was going through a hard time, where you didn't let me stay down for long, and you stuck up for me, and you were there like on the bounce.
Oh, thank you.
That's all right.
I've always been there for you.
I know. So two of my closest friends are Wendy
Yeah.
and Yin. So, yeah, so that I think, and we've gone through so much together,
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
we?
Yeah.
You know, there's not many people.
You know what? We pulled through.
I mean, Rose lost her husband, didn't you?
Yeah.
Mm.
That was tough, wasn't it?
It was tough. It was.
And you're here now,
And you lost your husband.
and I'm here now.
We're both here.
So what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But, like, I think sometimes when you're young, like Danny's age, you think you've got
Years.
years and,
And you
time
haven't
goes
done it.
quick. And you should
You
just be happy, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
What would your advice be to yourself when you was my age, 34? What would you tell yourself at that age now about, now that you know, with everything you know now about life and getting older and bad times, good times, what advice would you give yourself? What would you say to your younger self?
So young Rosie sat there now. Rosie,
Yeah.
Life is hard, but if you sit and think first instead of reacting, you will come through it. Right? Live every day as you possibly can. You're going to make mistakes. Everyone does, in any age. I'll probably make more mistakes before I go. But life is life. You've got to make the best of it.
Do you ever think you've had a good life when you look back? You happy with your life? would you have done anything differently, or
When
do
I
you
was-
think wish you did something that you've not been able to do?
I started my life at the age of 32 when I had my charm.
Yeah.
Before that, I didn't have a very good life.
Yeah, so you wish you'd maybe done things earlier that you wanted to do. Is there
Killed him.
things that you wish you could have done, places you could have gone and you never got to go? Or,
Holidays, I've never ever been abroad.
yeah.
Never ever been abroad.
Mm.
You know, with my friends, and when I was younger, I'm on about in my 20s, because I was married then.
Too young, innit?
yeah.
Too young to get married.
You know, I'd love to go abroad and experience that.
Well, you still can.
It would with all my tablets and everything.
Yeah, you got a
people do it
coach
all the
tour.
time.
I've got IBS. I mean, fucking continent.
I feel like if you're 10 years from now could speak to you now, would be saying, you know, it's not that bad. Wait till you're 70, then you can't go, but now you can. But again, it's you don't have that. You don't appreciate what you've got until it's gone, and you don't
Yeah.
realise your potential until it's gone. So now, like when you was 40, you might have thought, I'm fucking so out of shape or life shit, whatever. But now you give anything to be that age again.
The
God,
thing is,
yeah.
like I said this to our Ian, right? So, obviously Sid died at a young age and we thought he had years.
Mm.
So you're planning, you're
Yeah.
planning to go on a cruise, planning to do this, and it never happened, you know,
Yeah.
because life takes over, doesn't it?
Mm.
But like, say our Ian now was working all the hours God sends and not spending time with his family, well that time will go, but you
Yeah.
can't get them.
No, you can't get it back. No.
What about the when you look back? Would you find it hard having kids? Did you struggle?
No,
You didn't.
I didn't.
You had two, didn't you? 3.
Yeah, well, I enjoyed them. Oh, well,
I did.
I enjoyed my kids, but Ben was
Handful.
he was a triumph. No, that's not the right word, is it?
He was very trying.
Trying, yes. Ben was very trying.
Yeah.
But now, like I say, if Ben wasn't the way he is, he wouldn't be the person he is now.
Like
Yeah.
me, I was a little twat, wasn't
Yeah,
Yeah.
I? What about you, Mum?
Best time for me was becoming a mother.
yeah.
Even though I was young, I was a mum, and then that was taken away, and that
Yeah.
made me think. I think that actually broke me, that did, to the point of everything stopped.
How old was you when you had Wesley?
I was 19,
19,
18
yeah.
when pregnant, 19 when I had him, and he was such. I don't, you know that feeling. Well, you know that feeling as a
Yeah,
dad,
I
that
remember
feeling
it.
that you get when you're older.
I haven't had it with the others. It's like
Yeah.
not the same as when you have it with Daisy. It's like you already know what to expect with the
Yeah.
other ones because you've had it already with
Yeah.
the first one, but with the first one it's different, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You
It
absolutely
is.
piss off to that.
And then I
Yeah.
think when you bury, and I think when you bury your kid, that you're protected for 9 months.
Yeah.
I think it will either kill you or it'll make you stronger. But I had to
Yeah.
break down.
What about you, Mum? What would you tell your younger self? My age, 32, 33, or any age. What would you tell your younger
There's a-
self?
Yeah, I
Okay.
had my first child at 32.
There's a difference between love and lust, isn't there?
Yeah.
Women think with the head,
Yeah, yeah.
don't they?
Yes,
That's
you do.
stupid.
I think that's where we go wrong, you know, sometimes. Thinking too much,
You
overthinking.
don't think too much. But I think,
But your advice before was if you just sit and think about things first.
yeah, well, you
Yeah.
don't fucking think, do you?
No, you don't.
But then you've got to, I think, you've got to experience something bad to know what something good is.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if you didn't have that experience with Wesley, you wouldn't have been the mum you are. You wouldn't have had the other kids. You wouldn't have had
I
the.
would have had the
So,
other kids because I've been
you know.
pregnant 10 times and I've 4
Yeah.
miscarriages.
Mm.
So
When were the miscarriages in between all of us?
in between all, I had 2 with Tim and 2 with Betty.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but I always wanted to be a mum. That was, I just wanted to be a mum. And then when I became a mum, the hardest thing then, because Wesley died on the 2nd of January, which was just after Christmas.
We're in the middle of an interview here, Rose.
This is Barbara. I bet this is Barbara again. Oh no, it's Ben.
What?
It's fucking gone. I've got to take him fucking shopping.
Sound busy, Joe?
What time is it?
Probably, well, we've been in 59 minutes we've been doing this video. I'm going to upload it to YouTube now.
You're not, are you?
I put it a private YouTube, you can't see it. I can now.
What?
Yeah, so a younger
It's just a
message.
private channel, no one can see it. It's just for me to save the video.
Right, so the final thought is live your life, isn't it? Because it can
Yeah,
soon be over.
yeah.
Today is not.
Well, You might never be on camera like this together again. We'll get big hugs for the finish. You two.
Oh, I've got to go to work, haven't I?
Yes. You know,
She's not well, she's on 15 tablets a day.
I'm 61.
I'm 61. Oh, I'm looking gay.
And that is
You sucked that up then.
I'm 6 kids.
that's
Where does it? Oh, it's there.
Gainer and Roses. This is my life. And give a wave to the camera now. Bye everyone.
Bye.